So class, in today's video, I want to talk about just why anime original endings kinda suck sometimes. Like, of course, I'm not talking about every single anime original. Some anime originals actually have pretty good endings. Like, notably, like Licorice Recoil, ID Invaded, and hell, we can possibly even throw Akudama Drive on there. But the animes that I kind of want to go over are like the ones that I personally have like beef with, are the animes that I just sat there and I was like, this ending just doesn't really sit right with me. And then y'all have the audacity to not give us a season 2 or any other information after this. But before we get into that, remember guys, if you guys enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel and leave a like. So I have like 3 animes that I kind of want to go over in this video. And the 3 animes that I want to go over is Wonder Egg Priority, the anime that I literally talked about not too long ago, Zen Shu, and Metallic Rogue. Like, getting into Wonder Egg Priority, because I made a video on this, okay? I know I made a video and like I was kind of like gassing up the anime, but I relatively did not want to talk about the elephant in the room, but people kept on commenting it, so I had to make a follow-up video about this. Yes, the ending to this anime was actually some dog. And it pains me to say that because throughout the entire anime, everything was so good. The characters were likable. We were actually getting some like development with them. But then y'all just kind of just hit the complete 180 and then started wasting our time in the 13th episode. Mind you, for the people who do not know, the 13th episode was like 46 minutes long. And throughout like the first 23 so minutes throughout the whole entire episode was just a whole recap of the whole anime. Why? We already know what the hell was going on throughout the entire anime. You could have used that time to actually establish or get underway the final product that you wanted to give us instead of leaving off on a cliffhanger. And then y'all introduced like this whole new bad guy, this whole new like plot point that we didn't get throughout the whole entire anime, and then we get nothing else. That was it. The show ended. Like, we learned what happened when like they complete their mission and they revive everybody from the statue. That's cool. And then we get introduced to like the 3 little like Grim Reaper butterfly characters that are like extremely strong. I'm thinking that we're about to get like a fight of the century. Like, they're about to go through like a whole entire struggle. We're about to see all 4 of them have to fight 3 of these like bug things. But no, the show just ends. Like, that's it. The only person that went smoke to smoke with them was my goat Nehru. And then how y'all did her in the ending of the show too was disrespectful, because we don't even know what the hell happened to her. Like, I thought like we were actually gonna like get to know or get to find out what happened or something. Like, y'all should have made the final episode like a movie, an hour 30 something. Y'all should have done something to conclude this entire thing. This was whack. Like, it was actually some ass. Like, I like what they did with like the whole twist to where Nehru was like an android this entire time being made by like her best friend and stuff that was inside the tube and stuff. Like, it was cool, but we did not get no conclusion from it. Like, yeah, the friend group with I and her friends and shit went back and forth being like, yo, do we even want to go back? Do we want to go back to try to save her? Because of the 3 Grim Reapers, they're strong as hell. They killed our pets. Like, I understand like the whole life for a life shit, but we didn't get no conclusion for it at all. Like, when the whole episode ends, it shows that I went back to try to help Nehru, but we don't even know how the hell that shit went. Like, this is what I mean. Like, y'all were hinting at like a whole final battle, like a final battle against the Grim Reapers and shit like that, but y'all just ended it right here. Like I said, y'all should have just did an hour 30 and then y'all wouldn't have to be worried about making a season 2 or whatever the hell, because you could have concluded it right there. Like, it wouldn't be something new that most animes do. Hell, let's look at the Garden of Sinners. This whole anime damn near is like 8 hours long. I mean, that's because this shit's backed by Ufotable and Type Moon, but regardless of it, like, y'all still should have made the last episode an hour and 30 to conclude the entire story, so then the audience can be like, you know, at least we can feel satisfied that we got a good conclusion of everybody's story. Hell, you could have made it that Nehru died and then they get it back in blood for her, despite her being an android. Something. but you just leave us off on I looking at the camera and giving us a peace sign? You might as well just have her stick the middle finger at us and said, thank you for wasting your time, you not getting a conclusion. Getting off of Wonder Egg priority, let's get into Zen Shu, because this is also another anime that's gonna pain me to talk about again. Because Zen Shu, when it first was coming out, it actually caught my eye due to the quality of the animation. It looked immaculate. And when I was watching the anime and stuff like that, it was actually something very new and unique that I kind of haven't seen before. And it was an isekai to boot. How can I not like this anime? The ending. The ending is keeping me from actually really ranking this anime as high as I really want to. So let me just give y'all the cliff notes. In this anime, she eats this bag clams, and then she ends up getting food poisoning, and then she ends up dying and then getting transported into her favorite movie. So then now she's pretty much just going on and on throughout the entire movie, changing up stuff, fighting off these beasts by drawing on her tablet and stuff like that, spawning in shit. Really cool, really good animation, really cool characters, like the concept. But at the end, where it kind of not does it for me, is when she completes her entire goal. She finishes off everything and accepts all of this shit. It shows her walking around the city and stuff, and this is where I would have been like, oh, so maybe she didn't die, maybe she just kind of passed out, and maybe we can say that this is an all dream type beat. But then we see the unicorn horn inside of her hair, where he placed it at the first time he did it. So then I'm like, wait, okay, so is she alive or is she dead? We don't know. We don't know. Because if they wanted to imply that this was a whole entire dream and she didn't actually die, we would have saw her waking up in a hospital bed or something and then recovering. But we don't see that. We just see her wake up and she's walking around the town. Nothing. We don't get nothing. No extra information about whether she did die or maybe she's walking around as a ghost. We don't get nothing. They just leave us off and just say, oh yeah, she's back in the city. But how is she? Did she die? Because they were also hinting at throughout the anime that maybe she isn't dead, or maybe she is, because the whole bird lady was there inside the world, and she was saying, oh, you're not supposed to be here. You're not supposed to change up anything. This is how I made it. So showing us whole shit. They were hinting and implying and giving us all this other type of shit, but we don't get those answers. We don't get those questions answered at the end of the anime. I do not know how hard is it to just put the littlest details or add on a little bit of extra dialogue to give the audience a bit of closure when it comes to these animes. Have her say, oh, it's been 3 days since I woken up for the hospital, or 3 months since I woken up, blah 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 blah, something. Say something. You could have just said something, or have her walk out of a hospital, or like I said, just show her waking up in the hospital bed was surrounded by her co-workers or some shit. Something. But we don't even get that, because like I said, I don't know if she's actually dead or not. I don't know. Hell, they kind of egged it on that she did die. Look at this shit. If you saw somebody looking like this, then you know she died. Her eyes are bloodshot red. She's on the floor. She's choking, gagging. All of this, you're showing us this. But then at the end, it just implies that, oh, she's just perfectly fine? What, did she get reincarnated? We don't know. And then the third anime that I want to go over is Metallic Rogue. Oh my god, just to tell y'all, I was gonna make a whole different video. I still might make a whole separate video for this anime. But just for right now, just know that this anime, despite the horrible ending, this anime in general was just all over the place. I shit you not, I have never in my life watched an anime to where I had to say, huh? So many times out loud. It is just crazy to me. Because this anime, in no sort of words, is literally just Yappalations 243. Alright, they do a whole lot of yapping, and that yapping doesn't even freaking matter. It has no like big impact on anything. They bring up a lot of stuff just for it to like not even matter in the end. Or even when it does matter, they don't even sit with it for like long. They just sit with it for like 2 seconds, and we're supposed to be like, oh, I mean, okay, I mean, I guess that happened. And then they just move on to a completely different thing. Like, this anime was speed running a bunch of stuff, and it just did not even hold its weight. And the ending of the whole entire show too was kind of bland and unsatisfying. Like, when the whole freaking virus thing happened, it would have been cool to see like a hostile takeover of like the AIs and shit, like on some VV type beat, but it didn't even have that, because as soon as it happened, oh damn, he saw the virus right before it spread and he got rid of it. Man, come on, man. And the whole point of this shit was literally just, oh, neons can't hurt humans, it's the law, blah 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 blah. Then at the end, oh, now we can push and hurt humans. Oh, like, we don't even see like the consequences or anything that actually really happens afterwards, because after us seeing all of this, we just see Rogue in a crater and then about to fight the freaking Harley Quinn looking girl, and then that's it. The show ends. This shit was ass. But like I said, I'm gonna make a whole separate video talking about this anime. I'm gonna have to, okay? Because I want to go over the whole anime from start to finish, just so you guys will know the BS that I went through while watching this, and why most of the stuff just doesn't make sense. But what do you guys think? Have you guys seen these animes before? Do you think that what I said about these endings are valid? Or did you actually like some of these animes and you think that what I said was wrong? Leave your thoughts in the comments down below. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel for more anime content. And remember, class, we do have a community Discord that we're trying to make more active. If you guys want to join, links always in the description. But with that being said, there's no bell for today. Pack your bags, class dismissed. I'm loving everything you do. Let me have it.